Hello, I'm Tyler Smith of Battleship Pretension, and here is another installment of what we are now calling Tyler's Movie Collection. For those of you simply listening, I'm trying video. We'll see how it goes. But if you go to battleshippretension.com, you can see me in front of my movie wall. So today what we're going to be talking about in honor of the Ridley Scott film The Martian, which I believe just came out on Blu-ray, we're going to be talking about a film that actually explores a lot of the same themes. It is Sebastian Cordero's Europa Report, which came out in 2013. It is I guess you could say a found footage film. It doesn't feel like that, even though it definitely is. It falls into that genre. It doesn't feel the same as the others, because what it is about a manned trip to the fourth largest moon of Jupiter. So, and the idea is that we have found what looks to be life in some capacity on that moon. And so a crew of astronauts and scientists go to that moon, and so there are always cameras running and reports being sent back to Earth and that sort of thing. So the film features a number of great character actors. Charlton Copley is probably the most notable among them. And I think what struck me when I first saw it, it left me a little bit cold, as good sci-fi will sometimes do, often do, one could say. But it actually grew on me the more I thought about it, and I think it's because the theme that it explores is one that a lot of people have been praising The Martian for, which is not necessarily being like pro-science, but pro the idea behind science, like why people get involved in that, the idea of progress being made, the quest for knowledge, and the idea that that is actually dangerous, and that people in the past, whether it be general space travel or making just flight or I guess just building things or discovering things in a lab, there's always the danger that you could get hurt or maybe even killed, but people are willing to do it because they're committing to something larger than themselves. And even though they might die, or even if they live, the thing that they're trying to discover will actually outlast them, even if they live a long and prosperous life. And so that is a thing that really struck me when I saw The Martian, and a lot of other people have mentioned it. And in fact, there's a political commentator, and regardless of what your personal politics are, he is a conservative commentator. His name is Bill Whittle, and he is fascinated by space travel to an extent that I myself am not that interested in. But his excitement is very palpable, and one thing that he talks about a lot is this idea that with progress comes sacrifice, voluntary sacrifice, and Europa Report reminded me of that. It is in many ways the best of humanity, and there are times when the film is scary, when it's suspenseful, but what's scary about it is the unknown, which incidentally is the exact same source of exhilaration for a lot of these characters. And so, and often they'll feel these things one right after another and then back again. And so there's a lot going on in Europa Report, and I highly recommend it. It is streaming right now, so seek that out and enjoy.